Minister of Labour and Employment Chris Ngige has announced his withdrawal from the 2023 presidential race. The minister said it took the decision in the interest of the nation and to enable him to concentrate on his job. Ngige was one of the presidential hopefuls of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. His withdrawal comes less than 2 days after President Muhammadu Buhari directed all members of his cabinet seeking elective offices in the 2023 elections to resign on or before May the 16th. Well, to discuss the current political atmosphere, especially as 10 ministers resign, Nelson Ekujumi, political affairs analyst, joins me now. Thank you very much for your time. And now it's quite interesting what is going on now, especially with the resignation of 10 ministers. Of course, the general opinion was that these ministers would rather hold on to their position. Were you anticipating this current development?
Absolutely, I was, just like other Nigerians. And, immediately the circular and the announcement by the Minister for Information and Culture on Friday, about 2 days ago, that's Alhaji Lai Mohammed, one knew that, with that ultimatum, that the wheat will be separated from the chaff. And the withdrawal of Senator Ngige from the race is not unexpected. One expects that, as we go on, some other ministers or some other persons who have, signified intention would have weighed their chances and they will do the needful in withdrawing. Because before now, the way and manner people have been rushing to obtain the 100 million naira expression of interest from made the contest to look like a bazaar. But, with these current developments of public servants, political appointees that have been given the directive to resign between now and the 16th of May 2022, one expects that even those that the evaluation service has been conducted for today might make a U-turn.
Now, ahead of the APC primaries, how competitive do you think the race would be? Will the party eventually opt for consensus candidates?
Come again?
Now, I was asking that with the resignation of these ministers and they officially joining the presidential race towards 2023, do you see the race, especially for the APC, becoming more competitive? And do you think the party would eventually...
No, absolutely. The contest will be decided by the delegates of the party. And maybe, I think why some of them have withdrawn is have resigned, in deference to the directive of Mr. President and the Federal Executive Council, is for them to be able to concentrate, in actualizing their ambition, that they want to, they want to be. And, by resigning from the Federal Executive Cabinet as well as the government ministries, departments and agencies, it will give them time to concentrate on their aspirations and not distract governance, from its objective of meeting the yearnings and aspirations of the people. So one expects that the APC primaries will be won between the contenders and the pretenders. But, don't forget, we live in a very funny climate where when election time comes, on the eve of election, you see aspirants or you see contenders, coming up and, throwing in the towel that, they are lining behind candidate A or B. So I don't want to expect that, all the persons that have bought the forms or who have a signified intention, that on the D-Day, they'll be present on the field of play. Some of them will fall by the wayside, just like the Minister for Labour and Productivity.
Well, indeed, Nelson Ekujumi, political affairs analyst, thank you very much for your contribution.